Catalonia, the foothills of the Pyrenees. After a short flight and a long drive, Nico and I arrived at Castel del Sens. Back in London, we'd tracked down La Malédiction, and had started to unravel its secrets. The painting was a coded map to the location of the Tabula Veritatis, an ancient artifact which Father Simeon had claimed could raise the devil, and for which he and others had already been murdered. We had to find the tabula before the killers. We knew they would stop at nothing. Let's just hope we got here before the bad guys.
Seems quiet enough.
Looks like nobody's been here for years.
Must have been a beautiful place, once upon a time. You think the tabula is really going to be here?
Somewhere, if we can just decode the painting. Well, it looks deserted.
Deserted? I don't think so.
Did you see who it was?
No, the sun was in my eyes.
Looks like somebody's beating us to it.
But who? Medovsky?
Langham?
Whoever it is, we need to get in there.
All right. You make a diversion. I'll try and reach some cover. And be careful.
Are you kidding? You're the one who's going to get shot. The mountains made a magnificent backdrop. Shame the place was left to fall apart. The place looked run down and deserted. George looked ready to run for cover. A rusty old helmet lay on the ground. The crumbling wall offered limited cover. Climbing over the wall, I would need to raise the helmet higher to get the shooter's attention. A helmet on a pole? Always useful. I just hope this works. Are you ready?
Can't wait. Go! Oh no. I'd made it without getting shot, but I sure didn't feel lucky. Somehow I had to distract the shooter again. And this time, I was on my own. With a ghost from the past giving me an evil stare. The shots were coming from inside the house. The shots were coming. The crumbling fountain wouldn't provide me with any cover. The crumbling fountain. The side view mirror lay too far into goat territory. The tree was way too sturdy for me to shake any apples down. Uh-oh! Ouch! That was almost a great idea. Almost. Now then, old fella, you don't mind if I move your tire, do ya? No, 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 no! I was having a powerful sense of déjà vu. I'd never got on with goats. Call me a hoarder, but I wasn't giving that to the goat. I needed the cookie to feed Trevor. The old tree offered cover from the shooter. Oh, heck! Ow! Hey, that's mine. The goat had eaten Hobbs' carefully crafted provenance. A pile of apples had just been laid on a sheet, just out of the goat's reach. A pile of old brandy bottles had been discarded behind the car. That would be pointless. I only had a few matches. Using one now probably wasn't a good idea. Call me a hoarder, but I wasn't. That wouldn't. That was never going to happen. That was never. That was almost a. That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, heck. The apples were bruised. Hey, Mr. Goat. Look what I got for you. I was hoping the goat would be more friendly now. A pile of old brandy bottles had been discarded behind the car. Now then, old fella. No. Hey, Mr. Goat. Look what I got for you. That wasn't worth trying. Go on, eat this, boy. The goat couldn't reach the apple pile. Oh boy, you're gonna love this. I distracted the goat, but it wouldn't take him long to eat that apple. I still wasn't going to get near the car. Maybe the big pile of juicy apples over there was a better distraction. You want another apple, old fella? I distracted the goat. The goat now had a whole pile of apples to tuck into. I tossed him my last apple. The old car was riddled with bullet holes. That wouldn't have worked. That would be pointless. I wasn't going to frighten the shooter with his own reflection. I'd broken off the old car's side mirror. Even while he was eating, the goat had his eye on me. I blinded the shooter. Time to make a dash for it.
Don't think I can't see you, senor. If you so much as move an inch, I shall shoot you.
That was never going to work.
Don't move.
I was just going to get...
I said, don't move.
Senor, please, whoever you are, hold your fire. I'm not armed.
Good. That makes it easier for me to shoot you.
My name is George Stobbart. I'm a friend.
I have no friends.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. All we want is a quick look inside the castell.
I don't believe you. You are here to kill Senor Marquez.
Senor Marquez? He's alive? Well, he'll vouch for us.
You don't fool me like that. Get out of here before I kill you.
Senor Marquez knows me, I swear.
And I know a lie when I hear one. Go now, or I shoot.
Wait! I have important information.
Vostè, venghi a mí.
Do you understand what I am saying?
Try saying it and let's see.
Well, I'm George Stobbart, and I come in peace.
Hold it. Keep your hands where I can see them, Signor.
Do you mind putting that down? I've had a really bad day.
Guns don't agree with you?
No, and neither do goats. I've got bruises in places that, well, you know, places.
So leave.
We're here looking for something.
Well, go look for it somewhere else.
We were helping a man called Marquez in Paris.
He is my father.
I could see where she inherited her temperament. Your father? Well, he's our friend.
Why should I believe you? Show me proof.
I have your father's medallion.
So you're a thief too, huh?
We tracked down his painting, La Maledictio. Look.
Where did you get this?
In London.
All right. You better come with me, but no funny business, okay?
You know, you sound just like my friend Nico. Nico!
What's going on, Ramon? Who's out there?
Some crazy American. Don't worry. Eva will deal with him.
Papa. These people want to talk to you.
Eva, I thought we agreed to shoot intruders on sight. You? How did you find me?
It wasn't easy, senor.
We thought you were dead.
You were wrong.
They've brought you something, Papa.
Can it be? At last, La Maledictio.
Well, Senor Marquez, looks like La Maledictio hangs in its right place again.
Indeed. I have waited all my life for this.
But something interesting?
The painting. It is different. The face in the middle.
The one with the symbol of the Tabula Veritatis on it?
How do you know about the tabula?
A priest told me. Said it was the devil's work.
Pah! Priests. Full of lies, every one of them.
Oh, really? Well, this priest said that the tabula was an instrument to raise the devil.
Fool. Who would want to raise the devil?
But you do want to find the tabula.
Yes, because it is a Gnostic treasure. It is special, and my duty is to keep it safe.
I was sure that Marquez still wasn't telling me the whole truth. And now?
I shall decipher the painting and find the tabula. Before she died, my mother said that once the painting hung here again, its meaning would become clear, and the route to the tabula would be revealed.
So, what's the answer? Where's the tabula?
I don't know. The room has changed.
Was there something different about the room back then?
No. Yes. I don't know. You must help me.
Well, how? I'm not a Gnostic.
Senor, you must, because soon the Russian will be here.
He knows about Castel del Sants?
I regret, senor, that in Paris I told his sidekick a little too much.
Ah, well, I guess we'd better figure this out. And fast.
I'll go and keep watch.
Shoot on sight, remember.
Well, Nico, what now?
You try and work out just why the painting has to be in this room. I'll go and see if Eva knows anything.
Whether he knew it or not, I was sure Marquez had the answers. It was a shield on which heraldic symbols had been painted. The scroll below the shield read Girona. The scroll beneath the shield read Puigcerdà. It was an ornate tree carved in bas-relief. There was a crate of brandy amongst all the mess. It was a collection of what could only be described as stuff. There was a piece of stone on the ground. It looked like a discarded statue. bookcase held an assortment of ancient books. Senor Marquez?
Mr. Stobbart?
If we're going to find the tabula,
Yes?
then you will have to help.
Of course.
I mean, by being totally honest with us.
Tch, when have I not been honest?
Tell me about the painting.
When I was a child, I would stand here for hours just staring at it. Who was the mysterious painter, the Serpent? And what did it mean, la malédiction, the curse? I asked my father, but he just told me to be patient. He said that one day I would know everything.
Senor, can you decipher any of the painting?
The Tower of Saints, of course. I knew it was a castell. And the saints themselves are Gnostic. You see the woman in red?
The one you marked in the photo?
She is Mary Magdalene. We revere her as Christ's greatest disciple. The rest, I don't know.
The symbol on the face, it is obviously the tabula.
But the elements around it, I don't know.
When were you last here, Senor?
Not since that day when my father was killed.
So why did the painting bring us here?
As I said, because only here in this room will its clues become clear.
Why is the Tabula Veritatis so important to the Gnostics?
It is an object of immense power. My ancestors kept it safe for hundreds of years. They brought it to Catalonia as exiles long ago. In any generation, only one Gnostic knows its exact location. My father, Xavier, was the last of these. He knew dark forces were gathering, but I was too young to learn the secret. So he commissioned La Malédiction, embedding clues to the location of the tabula within the painting.
But what is the tabula? What does it do?
I do not know. I know only that in the wrong hands it would be catastrophic for mankind.
What happened back in Paris? We thought you were dead.
A man came to the apartment looking for Miss Collard. He mentioned a stolen painting owned by a Russian. Obviously, I informed him that I was the true owner.
Obviously.
Next thing I knew, this thug had me pinned to a chair and was threatening to shoot me. So I told him of the castell, and while he telephoned his boss, I hit him with the little China dog.
Guess he didn't know you were the pugnacious type. So Eva is your daughter?
She was a gift from God, late in my life. One day she will find room for Gnosticism in her heart. I am sure of it.
Why would a Dominican priest, Father Simeon, describe the Gnostics as evil?
That order was founded specifically to fight heresy and to eradicate Gnosticism. Behind their backs, the Dominicans were nicknamed the Dominicanes, or Hounds of God. For years, these dogs hunted down and butchered my people. They called us heretics, but in truth, they sought to find and seize the tabula.
So this is you with your mother and father?
Indeed, taken in this very building many years ago.
I think this is yours.
My medallion. Where did you find it?
It was left in Nico's neighbor's apartment. Do you want it back?
No, you keep it for now. It has a meaning, a purpose. Perhaps you can find out what.
Sure. Just let me know if you ever want it back. Take a look at this sketch.
It is the face in La Malediccio.
It was drawn by the man who restored the painting.
Then he knew of the Tabula Veritatis. What other secrets did he uncover?
I don't know, but he's dead now.
Just as well. The fewer that know the secrets of La Malediccio, the better.
Father Simeon, the Dominican priest, was carrying these papers when he was killed.
So?
You're not interested in him?
I have no interest in priests or their papers, senor.
Is this one of Nico's photographs of the robbery?
Yes, she gave it to me.
And did you write these notes on it?
Yes, I was trying to solve part of the painting.
Solve?
I never knew what lay in that portion of La Malediccio. The photograph you have of my family, this part of the painting was missing. But once I saw the Tower of Saints, I knew I had to come here. Just as you did, senor. We must find the answer.
The stone fireplace was old and dusty. It looked like it had lain undisturbed for decades. Senor, a word, please?
Of course.
Okay, so...
Just not with me.
Ramon sure was a little light in the charm department.
So, until you came here, you knew nothing about the castle?
Didn't know, wasn't interested. I better get back on guard in case anyone else shows up.
Your father needs our help, Eva.
My father needs rest, peace, and quiet. Not more of this Gnostic nonsense.
So, what did you find out?
Not a lot. Eva thinks her father's losing it. She doesn't have much time for Gnosticism. She's never been here before. In fact, Marquez never even talked about the place. As far as I can tell, she and her father never got on. She left home the moment she could.
I don't blame her. So why is she here now?
Marquez begged her, said he was in danger. I guess maybe I'll go inside and have a look around too.
Tell me if you find anything. I'm not having much luck so far. It was an old, weathered sundial. From the dial I could see that the main doors of the house faced north. Hello, Eva.
Signor Stobbart.
Please, call me George.
I'd rather not. When are you and your girlfriend leaving?
Actually, she's not my girlfriend.
I don't know what your scam is, Signor. You may have fooled my father, but you don't fool me.
Well, I can sure see where you get your manners from. What do you know about La Malediccio?
My father has been obsessed by it all his life. He thinks it's full of secret messages. I think it's a crock of
Sure you do. Nico tells me you don't really know about Gnosticism.
Don't know, don't care. And I don't need saints and gods telling me how to live my life.
I can see why you and your father don't get along. So, you don't know anything about Gnostics?
They're a religious sect. They belong in the past. My father's obsessed with them, and that's all I know.
Tell me about yourself.
I left home as soon as I could, lived a bit, and now I own a bar in Marseille.
That explains why you know how to use a gun.
No, senor. I learned how to use a gun so I could get rid of vermin.
Eva was a real charmer. Tell me about Ramon.
Apparently he worked here when he was a boy. A loyal servant, even though the family left and never came back. More fool him.
Tell me about your father.
When my mother died, he brought me up.
As a Gnostic?
He tried to teach me that stuff, said I had a religious vocation. Turns out I didn't. On my 18th birthday, I left home and never went back.
Anything else about the painting you can tell me?
My father says it has a special connection with this house. From where I stand, this house is a place of murder and violence, which is why I want nothing to do with it.
This is your family, right?
Looks like it.
The wind chime was made from old tin cans and other rubbish. It looked like this part of the castell had taken some damage. The end of the passage was blocked off with rubble. Found anything?
Not yet. Just wondering what's through this door. Any luck with the painting?
Working on it. I think the old statues are important. Have you seen any?
There's one over there, I think.
Ah, thanks. Thanks, Nico. This might help decode the painting.
I'll take a look. Maybe I can help. This door's locked anyway.
I had to get closer before trying that. Marquez said that the painting contained clues only a Gnostic could solve. But when it was back in this room, all would become clear. The painting held all the answers. The Tower of Saints had led us to the Castel. I wondered where the other clues would take us. The photo was of the Marquez family. The statues were facing outward, just like in the Marquez photo. I waited with bated breath for something to happen. Nothing. Senor Marquez? Anything else about the painting I should know?
I keep telling you, I don't know.
Do you think the Tabula Veritatis was hidden here?
Perhaps. Who knows?
Nico and I are risking our lives for you. You really can't tell us any more?
Truly, I do not know.
Eva isn't a Gnostic?
As a child, she was shown the truth that is Gnosticism, but she has not chosen its path.
So, you're the good guys?
Good and evil are meaningless terms. We strive simply to maintain balance and keep the tabula from those who seek to exploit it for their own ends. We must hurry up and figure this out.
What are you thinking, Nico?
The fireplace. It looks familiar.
You're right. You know what?
In Marquez's photo, his family was standing in front of it.
The stone fireplace was old and dusty. The statues on the plinth were the same as the ones in the Marquez family photograph.
Ah, what is this? A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time. Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.